white chocolate isn't bad. It's just when you're wanting some chocolate, you don't want that kind of chocolate.
Mhm. Oh,
It's the guy from Skippy's Toilet.
G-Man looks so tired.
Okay, so these are the two packages.
How do you mistake them?
It even says on the packaging white.
Because it's the left side that is visible by how they stock them on the shelves.
Oh.
Ah, that sucks. That just sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Leia. Big huggies. What?
Oh god, this is us.
No. What the fuck?
Right after another, not giving the team any break.
I can hear the Graves mic.
It's so fucking.
It just makes the experience even funnier.
It does.
Okay, we are live. Announcements have been made. So, the party. So, we shall start. The party is currently just recovering from the whole ordeal of the last mission. And
Lywell is still in her box.
yeah. Whatever. After. Why the fuck is he so thick?
Because he is.
Anyways. So as time passes, Lyrell is in her box for a while, not wanting to talk to anyone uh until Lyrell, the box is approached by Jadul. As she will kind of kneel down and like open one of the flaps. Captain,
Lywell
Your-
looks up.
your attention is required due to a new room that has appeared on the starship Velociraptor.
Lywell blinks. Repeat?
There is a new room that has suddenly appeared on deck 52.
Lywell eyebrow twitches. She slowly gets up. She takes a deep breath. She opens a comm line to Jericho.
Hmm? Something to matter?
I'm unprohibiting you from installing shoulder-mounted assault turrets while on my ship. Get the biggest one you have.
Why?
Why?
He's messing with my ship again.
Ooh.
Black backflippy portal guy.
The same guy who's done it every time.
You mean the diner?
I will just look at her comms in utter confusion. Jericho, are you actually drunk right now?
No.
Sounds of wine bottles being knocked over.
There's only one entity that has been altering my ship in mid-warp.
And that is.
I will size. She hangs up the comm line. She opens the comm line to Benny.
Oh, well.
We're experiencing disturbances. Suit up in the Atlas and report to this deck
Deck 52.
and report to deck 52.
All right. Any. Okay, not gonna question it. Will do.
I will hangs up, slowly rubs her eyes. Starts climbing out of her box.
Shall I get the battle armor ready?
I will. Thinks for a moment. Slowly shakes her head. No. I will just walks over to one of the EXO ones on a maintenance frame. Just boots it up.
Damn it.
Power armor power sequence initiated. Registering user. User registered. Welcome, Captain Lyrell.
I will slowly stretches in that cat way. Okay. Slides into it.
You slide into it, and I assume you make your way down to deck 52.
Yep.
All right. So, Benny and Lyrell, you both meet up on deck 52, and after a bit,
Jericho's there already waiting.
you guys meet up at the deck elevator, and after a bit, you guys head down to the room that Jadul has said has been altered for whatever reason. And it looks normal. The doorway looks fairly normal for one of the Starship Velociraptor's more newer doors that have been installed thanks to Jadul's upgrades.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
My brain is kind of focused on uploading the fucking Atlas picture again.
Jericho just standing there, arms folded, like, so what, do you mind explaining what the fuck is going on?
Jericho? It would seem that somebody has installed new rooms onto my ship mid-warp again.
Jericho, can you give me a history check for who you believe this could be?
Uh-oh.
Jericho, you remember that the person was described by Lyrell as the backfoot portal man, but when you remember watching the records, and yeah, no, that was the unknown.
Remind me who the unknown is? My brain is
Vecna's
not
father.
registering it.
No, he's not Vecna's father.
I know, but I figured that would jog Graves' memory.
Vector's father, no, that's Ra.
There was a joke when I first had the unknown appear was when Vector got squished into like a disc. The unknown came out of nowhere, just kind of waved him back into shape, patted him on the head, and teleported out.
Well, either it's been so long since we've encountered this guy that I don't have that much memory of him.
He's the guy who was
Or he-
dropping Eden coins along the base, and when the Rem found them all, he made the internal the Starch Velociraptor twice the size of the external.
He's also the guy who had you fight that crystal lady.
Wait, excuse me, Eden coins?
Ah, okay.
It
Okay,
was a joke Slay had made a while back about.
No, you
upgrading
made up
Starship
the Eden
Velociraptor.
coins.
No. You said Eden upgrade tokens. When you like Rel just went up to Eden and said I need more Eden upgrade tokens, and she was very confused. And then Rem started fighting Eden upgrade tokens around the ship.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
It was an out of character joke that then became canon.
Yes.
Right, okay, I know who this guy is now. Jericho says, right, of course, it's always gotta be that asshole.
So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in there. We're going to arrest the man, or we are going to eliminate him trying. Then I am going to go take a bath, and nobody is going to be messing with my ship.
So go in, blast his face off, got it.
PB, question.
Mhm.
You know how I need to hit someone before I get a Blade Master dice?
Yeah.
Can I hit Jericho in like the stomach to get?
Are you
one
gonna
before?
sack a rat, Jericho?
What did you say?
Sorry, I was eating Pop Tart. Are you going to sack of rats, Jericho?
Okay, I'm curious. Sack of rats?
I think
This
it's
is a
the
D&D
it's the
thing.
4th edition thing. I
No,
think.
it's a thing that certain characters in D&D either gain temporary hit points or special benefits when they kill another creature. So what some players would do would just catch a bunch of rats and keep them in a bag, and whenever they want to gain temporary hit points or activate one of these abilities, they just punch the bag, killing one of the rats.
Yeah, no, this is a tried and true warlock tactic.
Oh my god, that's actually amazing. But yeah, I'm asking, can I just like lightly punch Jericho to gain a Blade Master dice?
Roll me a
I think
D100.
you'd still have to deal damage to him.
I mean, wait, Jericho, do you want to?
You
I
down?
mean,
You down become the
roll,
sack of
yeah.
rats?
I mean, you can roll. If you hit me, great. We'll count it as you doing 1 damage, which means you do nothing because I have armor.
Well, and do you need to roll a D100? Let's see this. 44.
Okay, you're able to convince Jericho to do this.
Not very hard.
He's surprisingly down for this type of bullshit.
Just gonna lightly just
Bonk.
punch him,
Nickel punch.
basically. There
It's
we go.
less a full on I'm gonna kill you punch and more of let's get that blood pumping punch. Like when Space Marines crack each other's skull with friendly Brotherhood competitions, or when, the Lion bends one of his sergeants over his knee, snapping his spine in two because he laughed at a funny joke.
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's go arrest this intruder that you guys are
Mhm.
talking about.
Jericho just pushes the button to open the door.
Alright.
Clear.
So when you guys push the so Jericho, when you push the button, the door opens, but it does not open into what you would normally expect. Into like some sort of strange room or one of the Rem's normal rooms. No. You all find yourselves in the opening of the diner.
Called it.
As you guys all are all over here. Diner is actually a bit busier than normal, as the owner will just perk up and look over. Ah! Oh, there you guys are. Been waiting for you.
Why are we here again?
Well, your ration problem is forever solved.
Do we just have a doorway to the tavern?
Yep.
Well, given that you guys get well, given you guys are actually pretty good patrons, I figure I might as well open up a location where you guys are usually at. He says as he
Mhm.
finishes cleaning a glass and looking over at Lyrell. Should I have asked for permission before doing this?
I was about to say, you probably should have asked permission for this.
No.
Okay, okay, Lyrell, as soon as you have your crystal tails begin to fire, all the lasers just stop at the doorway.
They shoot confetti.
No, all the lasers just literally stop it at the door, like at the line where the doorways meet, and just fizzle into nothingness. Hey, did I remind you of rule number 1?
Jericho, over the comm lines, you hear a sound you haven't heard Lywell make before. It's like a stressed mewing crossed with a child crying to not burst into tears. Just
All right, little, calm down. Come on.
Miss Lyrell, are
Let's
you
get something to
okay?
eat. She's been through a lot lately.
Ah. Well, well, Miss Lyrell, would you like some home cooking? He asks as a plate of your favorite food will just appear on the counter.
Lywell looks at the food. She looks up at the man. She looks down at the food. She looks over at Jericho.
Come on, this is the only good thing that came from Pandora.
Is there not one single thing I get to control?
If you want, I can disconnect the entrance. I honestly, I can't really communicate with your realm that well, so I kind of just have to open locations and get permission that way. If you want me to close out the connection, I can. I do apologize. I did not mean to appear when you were having a bit of a crisis.
Lywell just walks over to one of the corner chairs, sits down and hacks a one in it.
You'll walk up and move the plate of food over to you.
I think for the moment, Lywell just needs to sit.
All right. he will leave you be as he walks over to Benny. Ah,
Does he still remember me?
he just kind of looks you up and down, thinks for a moment. You're that weird rabbit fucker.
Well, you'll be glad to know he's less weird now.
Yeah, I can say. For
Venice is
one,
gonna be lost for words, but yeah.
well, for one, you're no longer flesh. For two, what the fuck is that get up?
What do you
He
mean?
thinks
kid?
it's fashion.
No, seriously, what the fuck is this outfit?
Don't judge someone by their fashion.
As he just gestures at the Atlas. Okay, I've seen people come in battle armor before, but like, this is the weirdest one.
Hey, look, it compliments me.
Well,
Good
if
thing
you
you
say
don't see
so.
what's under this.
Well, if you say so that's fashion. Also, I gave you 2 sheets, by the way, Benny, so you don't need to constantly swap out the tokens.
Yeah, but you did say we were in our mechs, right?
No, like Rel wanted you guys to come in a mech.
Yeah, and Benny's here with his mech. Atlas is half size. I can be here. Okay, maybe
be
not
honest,
on
we were-
maybe not on Sula. My crush it.
No, when you sit down, it actually doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything. It actually seems like it's holding up pretty well.
To be honest, we were expecting shenanigans from someone else, or at least they were.
Ah, that unknown guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen him here a couple times. Weird ass fucker.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's putting it mildly, to say the least. I had the sense to scan ahead, and well, considering that I know that what the diner's energy signature is, it wasn't
Well,
exactly too much for me to bother with.
well, I mean, good on you for wearing that.
The only thing I remember is seeing a second Jericho here.
Oh yeah, that can
That
sometimes
was
happen. Oh,
what
sorry.
last time?
Apologies, Slam made a request. One moment. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Question, PB.
Yeah.
Are there any windows like in this place?
Yes, there are windows, and as you're looking out, you see the normal
Yeah.
landscape you expect of the diner's area.
Okay,
Well-
we're just looking at all the around the patrons inside.
Well, Jericho, you can see a very wide selection of people. Hold on a moment. Okay, this
Hello
is
there,
much more
Space
fitting.
Wolf.
Much more fitting for what Slayer requested.
Space Wolf.
As Lyrell sat down to what you can clearly identify as a space wolf from 40K, in a booth. There's a wide variety today. There's a lot of different people from a lot of different things that are either fiction or not. In one place you see like what looks like a slime wearing a hoodie, and they're just munching on some fries. And back here you see what looks like a weird dragon woman in armor, just completely going to town onto some giant slabs of meat. Over here you see 2 characters, and they're chatting while one of them is eating and drinking a milkshake. Is eating some fries and drinking a milkshake. There's one woman over here, and she's tapping away at some sort of data pad, and while she's eating, like with metal tendrils and a red robe on. There's a wide variety of people in today, and there's just like people in armor, spacesuits. There's a few other random people here and there.
So for meta knowledge, we've got Pyre, Mink, I assume Candy, but who are the other 2?
I am surprised you don't remember them.
I can't see them clearly enough.
It's Warframe.
I cannot see them clearly enough. I'm going to assume Candy and Valk, though, if you say Warframe.
Yep. Look, I just pulled a bunch of my OCs and brought them here.
No, that's fantastic. Like it's the perfect little in joke.
Oh, it's this character that I met you through. Do we kill off Prime? Hasbro, no. Right, then what? Inject his ass with steroids.
No, can you post the art of them both in here so I can see like the full version?
Oh yeah, one moment. Oh, this is
How
actually a
does it kill if I'm no?
commission that
Yes,
I
that's
got
exactly.
from. This is actually a commission I got from Slaya.
Oh man, that's like a combo of Cybertron and Prime together.
No, that is just Deadass Prime from season 3.
I swear they've scaled him up.
No, that's just what he looks like.
I
You don't remember Beast Hunters?
remember Beast Hunters. I don't remember Prime getting this disproportionately swole.
He did, though. But here's the full piece of the two of them.
I should have added some more depth to that water so it didn't look quite so flat, but otherwise I think the piece is all right.
Yeah.
It's still a solid piece.
Let me tell you, I spent the most time out of that whole thing walking on that leg armor support system.
Because this is Tenno candy. This isn't Drifter candy. And I have her in that weird exosuit looking leggings.
You mean the Smith ones?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the
Originally
Smith
developed
legs.
for the purpose of deep space mining, they were refitted as combat potential due to their powerful hydraulics and overall protective abilities, which seems to be a constant in all sci-fi settings. This was designed for space mining, and now it's used for war.
Basically. And I do love the Gauntlet Slamade. It's basically supposed to be Candy's amp, which very, very good.
Which, given you were going for that high school DxD vibe at the time, it's decidedly fitting.
It's a combination of this bone thing from Monster Hunter, Veilstone. I did take heavy inspiration from the High School DxD Gauntlet. I also tried to loop in a few subtle nods to Kill la Kill if you look at the red veiny stuff.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be sort of reminiscent of Life Bible.
No, it's great.
Nice.
Okay.
And there's just Valk, which honestly Valk looks really good. Alright, anyways. So.
Yeah, no, it's like, let's go, deep space welding.
Ah, yes, Jericho.
Because that's the full set.
Anyways.
Yes, anyways. So, so Jericho, you're seeing like it's clearly a space marine next to Lyrel, just kind of side-eyeing her, just looking her over, just tilting his head, very, very confused.
Trying not to froth at the mouth of the mutant?
No, actually.
No, Lyrel's just in her Exo one. You know, the roughly 12 to 14 foot tall suit of heavy power armor with oversized pommels and heavy weaponry out the sides.
You mean almost like a space marine?
Yeah. You just see this space wolf just looking at her, very confused as he's eating what looks to be some sort of a leg of a creature and downing some sort of alcohol. As you can imagine, that alcohol would probably kill most mortal men.
A part of me wants to convince him that I'm an AI.
Oh god. You think that, and just the diner owner just taps the rules again.
Not my issue. Gets violent.
I don't want
Like to imagine he now has them like posted up and laminated.
Yeah, no, they are. It's just it's just a piece of paper laminated, and if you guys scan it at all, it literally gives an unknown material composition for the lamination. So you guys are looking around, and so Jericho, where do you like to sit, or what would you like to do?
Oh. So Jericho just kind of holds up his veil arm, clenches his fingers a little bit, and kind of looks over at Pyre and is like, why does that feel oddly similar?
Yeah, when you look over at her, you do get a similar energy from at this person. As they're just going to town on what looks like a giant steak.
Nom 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 nom.
Like she's not being clean about it. She's just full on grabbing it, ripping it apart.
As Jericho just looks at her, looks at his arms, and then decides to go. Just, you know what? No, I'm not opening that can of worms again. He just goes up to sit at the bar.
Jericho, you sit, and the bar and the owner of the diner will just kind of walk up. The usual then.
Brewfest special.
Oh, want to go for something different? As he nods, writes it down, puts it on the little clip thing, spins it, and the food will appear before you.
Too bad it's not. Jericho's just gonna pick up one of the big bratwursts covered in sauce, and it's like, too bad it's not October yet.
Yeah, it's October
And
somewhere in the universe or in the multiverse.
Well, in that case, well, by that logic, then I'm going to just enjoy Oktoberfest right here, right now.
And then he will walk over to Benny and just kind of look you over. Do you want anything to eat, or?
Yes, please.
Alright, I guess that body can cycle organic matter then.
Yep, it's got an internal furnace.
Give me 3 large beers, a rack of ribs, roasted potatoes, 2 tacos, 1 beef
Jericho,
burrito.
a little message appears on your HUD from Lywell.
Mhm.
Did you just refer to my compact particle accelerator reactor as a furnace?
Jericho just replies layman's terms for the gentleman.
Meanwhile, he's an extra-dimensional creature who probably has access to information you guys have no idea about.
As I was saying, slice of cheesecake, a slice of chocolate cake, and jelly pig's feet.
Jericho, this is what you get in response.
I really need to make a sound of that. Give me a moment. I need to make a sound of that later.
No, not right now.
Later. So he takes down the order, just like, oh, you must be really hungry.
Benny just stays silent. Like, no, he wishes he could feel hunger.
And he will nod as he will write everything down, put on the clip thing, spin the wheel, and the entire feast will appear before you.
Benny's just gonna take a step back, just pop out of his mech and just sit back down. So he can actually get comfortable while eating.
There's just like as you step back, like your sensors actually notice kind of scan from this direction, And when you sit down,
my my head would just dart at that direction, just a blank stare.
staring like your hair.
Yeah. It's like just gonna stare whoever that was down until they do anything.
You just see you just see you just see what looks to be some sort of woman in a red robe and lots of metal bits. Like she has like you'd guess that she'd give a Jericho a run for his money in terms of how much implants she got.
Jericho just shakes his head. No, she's got more.
Okay, gonna do it that way. I scan her.
You scan her and you just simply get an error message with a symbol. With a what looks like
I'm
a
sorry. Something had come up. What had you just said?
basically Benny, when he was hopping out of the Atlas, he saw there was a scan from this direction. He stared at the person who was scanning him and scanned their way, and Benny, you get an error message with a 8-pointed jagged star in the middle of it saying access denied.
Can I reply with access granted? Question mark.
She just looks over at you and just shakes her head.
I just nod back.
Also, you could just swear you hear just a soft mortals before getting back to what they're doing on their data pad.
Interdimensional tentacle things. Just Benny would chug one of the beers down.
Lyra, as you're just sitting there, your sensors are letting you know that the giant wolfman thing next to you, and enough armor to be comparable to your XO1, it's just kind of staring at you, looking very confused. And he will just kind of think for a moment. Then we'll just hand you a stein full of liquid.
Lywell just weeks out, takes the cup, the whole little intake valve opens on the front
There's
front
an
face mask.
immediate alarm message sent from Jericho. It's like, do not the drink.
Do not the train.
Do not the drink.
Benny's
Do
over
not
here just having
drink.
an entire.
But Jericho just
feast.
you can just see Jericho just panic typing.
Do not drink it. Do not drink it. As just the gruff voice just
do not drink.
that's the gruff voice just says, "Come on, brother. Might as well drink up, given you're here."
Jericho, this is what Lywell sends back.
You drink the stein that is offered, Lyrel.
She's heavily considering it purely as an act of rebellion.
You will not have liver failure. You will have liver disintegration.
You will not have liver failure. You will have liver.
I'm just trying to decide Lywell's state of mind, because I'm gonna let you know it won't even make it to her level.
Yeah, it's like just not. That's 1,000,000% proof.
This is this is space wolf alcohol. It's designed to get space terrains drunk.
It's basically
It's
poison.
literally poison.
It is more than 100% alcohol.
They use the same method the Emperor used to make super testosterone to make super ethanol.
Basically. Do you want to try? Do you want to try this?
Lyra will take a drink, but not actually drink. She'll basically just suck it into a little analyzer tank from the off valve.
Yeah, the analyst.
But she's going to make a note of pointedly staring at, but pointedly looking Jericho visor to eyes as she makes it appear she's taking a drink.
So you send the drink to the thing, and immediately it mm, it,
Nice.
the Orbi will warn you that this is this is beyond pure alcohol.
Yes.
This is beyond pure alcohol. It is like 200,000 proof.
It's ascended alcohol.
Like, there's so much alcohol in this. It shouldn't be physically possible.
Lyra is now curious.
How is it, brother?
Lyra slowly nods as she continues to fill up spare tanks to study this with.
Ah, very good.
Oh god, we're gonna weaponize this. I can't wait.
Oh, it's not every day another chapter gets to enjoy mine's delicacies. Which are you from, anyways? I don't recognize your colors.
Orbi will swap over to a much deeper, gruffer voice. Let me see if I can do this without ruining mine.
If it's a bit too much, don't worry about it.
Logistical support aid.
Huh. He just kind of narrows his eyes at you. Logistical support.
It's new.
Ah, one of the new foundings. Doesn't look like Primaris armor. It might be a new type. Never know what the Admech finds these days. Fucking metal bastards. As he says this, there's just suddenly his head just dings to the side as a plate was thrown at him.
Uh-oh.
And there's just an angry tentacle being waved at him from this table. Yeah, I know, you metal bitch.
Custom template.
Ah, you know some of them. Oh, you're able to get some custom stuff made. Well, good for your chapter. He says as he downs another stein. He'll then look.
God ate my chapter.
One of them. Well, I wish you luck in anything that you do. As he just thinks for a moment. Well, wishing you luck isn't going to be enough, especially if you're wishing vengeance on the cursed gods. Know what? As he will reach to his side, and you watch as he just pulls out from his hip. You watch as he grabs the hilt of some sort of sword and pulls out a gigantic sword with a chain with some sort of chain around its blade. This used to be one of my brothers. Told me to give it to somebody who felt like they would deserve, who needs help against some great foe. Personally, I think your foe's gonna be the greatest. As he places it onto the table.
Jericho's just messages like, I fucking warned you.
As he just sets it down on the table in front of you, Lyrel.
What does he set down?
He sets down a gigantic sword with a chain around its blade.
Orby will reach out the arm he's put in, heft it up, kind of look it over, nod, look back to Space Marine, reach for his own, and put down a mech grade Bolshidium Arc plasma cutter.
As he just
It's gonna
looks
fizzle
at
out
it.
as soon as he gets back to his universe.
No. This thing will last for a very long time.
He
No, it will. But due to bullshit plot reasons.
Oh, you
They're
think
amplified
that,
because it's made of
Jericho?
Bolshidium.
Oh, you think that, Jericho? The inner machinations of the DM's mind are unknown. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
If this thing shows up in the Rogue Trader campaign, someone's gonna be stealing it.
I thank
And I'm
you.
not sure who.
Here. Take mine. May it serve you as it has me.
Well, that's something. As he will take it up, heft it in his giant hands, and will nod. Blade for a blade. Quite honorable of you.
Now the one he's holding is just a hilt.
Yeah, he's figuring it's something special. Blade for a blade. Not sure how this one will work, but I'll test it when I get back.
Just make sure it's only pointed at what you want to kill.
Ah, yes. First rule of safety with any weapon. I will give you the stats for the chainsword in a moment. In a little bit, but basically it basically looks like this.
Bobby is so happy.
Oh. It's not just a regular chainsword, it's an eviscerator.
Yeah, no, this thing is a big boy.
Bobby will also raise the arm. Barkeep.
The owner will just kind of walk over. What you need?
A special of my foundings for my brother in arms here. Like, Orby is rapidly trying to image search this guy to figure out what to say, and I imagine he would have been able to quickly identify what this person is while Lywell's just freaking out.
Yeah, basically. He will nod, think for a moment, write something down onto his little notepad, scribble it out, write again, scribble, then just eventually just nod, eventually just think, nod a bit, and we'll place the ticket onto the wheel, spin it, and suddenly the counter kind of caves a little bit as a gigantic leg will just suddenly appear onto it. A gigantic drumstick. One Tyrannosaurus drumstick.
A specialty of my foundings home system.
He just the space wolf just stares at it, gives a very big toothy grin, and just starts to eat, just starts going to town.
Jericho also privately messaging Lyrel. It's like, I would like to study that sword. They're just indicating some unique alloys.
Okay, are you eating pickles?
Chips.
Oh, damn.
Why do you think he was eating pickles?
It had the same snap as eating a pickle.
No. These are definitely crunchier. About the same size though.
Okay. PP, how long do you think would it take for Benny to eat everything
It
that was
wouldn't
brought
take.
out?
It honestly doesn't take too long. You don't need to breathe or anything, and it's quite easy just to enjoy everything as you just eat it all. takes about
Even
maybe half an hour, give or take.
I when I come to the ribs, I even eat just the ribs. Not just, I just eat the ribs as well.
Of course.
Like everything. Okay. Guessing it's my turn to do something?
Yes.
Okay. Well, with that done, Benny's still curious, so he'll go up to the person that scanned him.
You walk
Ju-
up to the lady who scanned you, and one moment, I'll actually upload some the artwork for better.
Oh shit! I just realized
What?
Jericho's arm has got two pulls in this place right now.
Yes.
One is Pyre, the other is over at Candy because of the veil.
Hold on. Where is it? Oh yeah, here we go. As you see a woman just like this, sitting in the corner as she's tapping away at a data slate.
You know, it's rude to scan someone without asking permission.
And she just looks over. She just looks over at you, looks you up and down, and will gesture over to the seat in front of her.
Just Benny's confused. Are you mute?
She will shake her head. No, I just simply wanted you to sit down before we had a proper conversation.
What are we gonna have a conversation about? I'm just curious on why you scanned me.
Well, well, Tech Adept is always going to be interested about technology. Though I imagine you don't have such principles in wherever you're from.
Uh, mm, we do? Not me though. I'm not into that at all.
Very clear. Very clearly. Though I'm very curious, especially about how augmented you are. I've not detected any bit of organic matter in you.
Oh,
Well,
because there
besides
is
what you
none.
just ate.
As I said, there is none. I died. I got put into this.
She just kind of tilts her head for a moment. Ah, so you aren't just a standard mortal. Alright.
Wait. Standard model?
Mortal.
Oh,
As,
Benny was about to get concerned. Like model? Excuse me, am I mass produced or something?
no. You're not a standard mortal. Though, how to explain my thought process regarding you? Well, for one, that thing, as she points over at the mech, quite interesting power armor you got there.
Oh yeah,
Very
rather
thin
fancy.
plating. Though I can detect that she's just tapping at her datapad, very strong hydraulics, and uh, muscle netting unlike anything I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. The company that makes these mechs are really like quality over quantity.
Ah, alright. Must be a commendable forge world then. Or whatever you have in your realm. World, dimension, or whatever you call it.
Okay, I got a question for the DM. Would the company that produced them in this case be referring to Hellfire Industries, as they are the local people with the ability to produce this grade technology? Would it be the REM, as it would have been aboard the Starship Velociraptor with the engineers who actually, modified it? Or would it be referring to Union as the base designers?
Union?
It's
Specifically
SSC.
Shimano?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think he's mostly referring specifically to the original creators of the mech and the company that is credited with producing it in general.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, I'm just imagining that TTS moment. Or not TTS, Dragon Ball Abridged. It's like, Vegeta! Wait, my son, the planet, or me? Yes!
All right. So,
How did you come here or discover this place?
well, exploring my vessel. Exploring my vessel. And some rooms just appear, sometimes areas shift. You know how it is.
No, but okay.
There's like a minor just kind of eyebrow raise. Oh, right. Your realm probably doesn't have to deal with Chaos's bullshit when it comes to modifications of your vessel without your permission.
Yeah.
Lyle's head immediately turns to look over at them.
So, what are those tendrils for? Why do you have so many of them?
Oh, these are my
What are those tentacles?
mechadendrites.
Mecha what, Nile?
Mechadendrites. They are essentially extra limbs that help me do whatever I need them to.
Huh.
As you see, as the robes are kind of raised, as several different things are shown. There's like one that looks like a hydraulic clamp. Another that looks like some sort of drill mixed with a syringe. A few that look like they're just built for grabbing things, and there's one that looks like it's made of a bronze spine with a pair of jagged scissors attached to it. Immediately tries to go for you, but she grabs hold of it, and she just looks at it at the snipping pair of scissors. No, not today. I do not want to get in trouble with this place.
Oh,
Snip, snip, snip. I told you, Steve. Stop taking control of this thing.
So you just have more sentient versions of tertiary arms that we have in our universe.
No. That one is actually quite special. It's a gift from Korn. Steve, the fucking idiot, likes to take control of it every now and then.
You have a being named Corn? Like the vegetable. Okay.
No. Korn is a god.
A god of corn.
No, he's the god of bloodshed, murder, and combat.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the patron deity of all warriors, in honesty. All martial warriors, at least. Hates anyone who likes to use magic or psychic stuff. And is typically trying to get after my fat ass.
Kind of reminds me of my homeworld. All of my people. Interesting. All right.
No, given the fact that you're a raving lunatic who's screaming about blood and skulls, I imagine that they're not the same person.
That stare intensifies.
I mean, same like thing, just less lunatic-y, more tribalistic-y.
Ah, oh, so you're from a tribal world.
Basically.
The followers of
Well,
the blood god from there tend to be a lot more chill, from what I understand. Thing with being
we
raised, but with it than being brought into it.
we worship a different god.
Well, either way, they might be related. They might not. Who really knows?
Uh, not really. We just like fighting, that's all.
Ah, okay, just standard warrior god.
Not even a warrior god, just appeared and went away, giving us a gift, and that's it. From there, we just
God, I'm.
continue to worship that deity.
I'm trying so hard not to derail this.
I will kick you in the balls.
Hmm.
That sounds like some comedy skit. The Bosnian in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it, PB. Just ram the entirety of the population of New Zealand into this one tavern.
No.
Every single person.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, he already derailed it, so I get to do my thing now.
No,
I'm just
no, no, no.
imagining- I'm just imagining this absolute brass shithouse stomping in through the door. It's just like, Candy, why haven't you returned my calls?
Is that supposed to be your interpretation of slag?
No, that's my interpretation of corn.
God damn it.
No, let's not have the god.
Let's not have Korn get his paraplegic ass off his phone for this.
Sadly, this tavern does not have crippled accessibility right now. There is no ramp for them. Push them down the stairs. DM, BP, is there any suggestion or a hint? Because I'm trying to think of something or anything to do. Throw something at me, if you can, or if you don't know what to do, I'll just go sit down.
She will actually kind of look you over. I did notice something quite peculiar. As she just thinks for a moment. You have an interesting cornea.
Oh yeah.
Mind if I have a look?
Uh.
Surely someone who's undergone full conversion is used to having someone open them up. Look, I can show you mine if you show me yours.
Phrasing.
Benny's gonna take that the whole other way and just like open up his chest.
She'll just kind of like lean over the table, looking at your chest. The mechadendrite's just like moving closer and not, moving
no
closer and
touching.
not.
There's a little holo display pop up right in front of it when she goes to do that.
What is the holo display of?
Look in general.
You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. Priority Red Engineering. She just look at that, blink. Oh, you have feeling it's in your realm too.
If that's your version of cat people, yes.
Yes, basically, they're app humans who have developed cat features for whatever reason. Anyways,
Do they look the same as these ones?
very similar, not quite as cheerful and small.
Okay.
You just see her hand just do like the height thing. And after a moment, she'll just nod and let you close up your chest before she will just press like a little presses above like her collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as her chest starts to kind of peel open in a way. Kind of parts of it starting to open and peel back until you see what looks to be a metallic rib cage encasing what is a very clearly a heart turned into bronze with well, at least there's parts of a heart there, but most have been replaced with bronze with artery looking power cables and what looks to be a small device with a shard of something in it constantly pulsating energy.
The hell hit you in your heart to make you replace it?
Oh, this was not intentional. Actually, that little device that you see where my heart is actually used to be up here, and she just kind of reaches in and points like underneath like her clavicle.
Or whatever that is.
It's the bone that connects your ribcage to your shoulder.
Huh.
It basically have
Okay.
two clavicles, and she points specifically to the left one. It used to be about right here when I first installed it. It was actually to power this thing, as she just reaches behind her back and pulls off what looks to be a ring what looks to be some sort of metal ring, reminiscent of the Tron holodiscs. If you ever watched Tron.
Yeah.
And but this one is engraved with runes and different symbols.
Oh, you love runes as well?
This is just part of a enchantment, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, I guess it's the closest term that would actually make sense to most people.
Did you make those runes?
Yes, actually. This is an Iron Halo, it's called. It was I received it from an Astartes that had it damaged. He never came back to return it before he went missing. So I claimed it for my own, repaired it, and this little thing, as she just taps the device, where her heart should be, is what was originally supposed to power it. And well,
May-
when I underwent this, when I became as she just reaches behind her back and when I became a mechanoid, that's what this whole thing is. The ting ting, and she just like she taps her right breast, and you just hear a metallic ting, but it still makes it like a jiggle.
Okay.
Before I
can
underwent this whole thing, Korn, like I said, he really wants me, and he's been giving me lots of gifts.
Damn. Looks like you have a sugar daddy.
Though I'm a follower of them all, I cannot favor one over the other. For I walk the path that is most narrow and hard to follow.
Okay, PV, I'm sorry, but dang, this hoe ain't loyal.
Okay, the thing is, she has made it clear to every god that she is worshipping all of them, but Korn really wants her fat ass.
I know, I just couldn't help it.
No, it's fine, it's fine. She's actually a very loyal wife to her husband. Who's a fucking obliterator.
Mhm.
I know.
PB.
Yeah.
Can Benny ask to take a closer look on those runes?
Yes, you can. In fact, give me 2D100s as you look at them.
2D100s. 156.
I basically are supposed to roll two. I'm not counting the total. I'm counting the individual rolls.
Do you want me to reroll again?
No, it's
62 and no,
Yeah, no, it's
it shows
fine.
on roll 20. 62
yeah.
and 94.
Yes.
Oof, that's not very good.
Benny, when you look at these, when you just kind of study these runes more carefully,
I'm trying to kind of see if they're similar to the runes his mother used to make. Because he's very interested in that stuff because he's mostly been with his mother while she was doing that.
For the most part, no, none of them look similar at all. The runes look, in fact, as you're looking over the runes, they actually kind of make your eyes hurt as you look them
My eyes?
over. Yeah, like, even though you don't have eyes proper eyes anymore, they like hurt when you look at them, at these strange runes. And she just kind of looks, she kind of just like tilts her head. Very interested in rune crafting, are you?
Yeah, was always interested, mostly because of my mother.
Well, you'll most likely not understand these. They're basically prayers to the dark gods.
Yeah, you guys put runes on your stuff, but we kind of engrave these runes onto our bodies.
Huh. I mean, I've heard that form of worship before. Normally the dark gods just engrave their rune upon you if they like you enough. That's actually how I got these. How I got this. As she points to one of her breasts where there's a 8-pointed star on it before it suddenly disappears and appears on her other breast.
What's that compass for?
Compass. Oh, you mean my symbol?
Yeah. that looks
She
like a
asks as she
compass of some sort.
reattaches the iron halo onto her back and closes up her chest.
Yeah.
That's not a compass. It's the 8-pointed star of chaos.
What are you, evil or something?
Evil, maybe, maybe not. Depends on your own perspective, really. There's no heroes where I'm from, only lesser evils.
Thank fuck I'm not from your universe then.
And you mean like, wait a minute, no. There is one, and he's adorable.
Wait, there's one that is, I guess, not good. And little guy wears a gas mask all the time. Can't understand him for shit, but he's strangely adorable. Creakers. They can never get any weirder.
Readers.
As she drinks more of the coffee that she has. But to answer your question, the 8-pointed star is a mark to those that worship all gods.
Hmm.
And I'm a bit a step above most, actually. Given that,
So you're very religious.
in a way, yes.
When do you do your prayers?
Prayers are different with the dark gods. Korn demands slaughter, Slanesh demands excess, Zeech demands knowledge, and, well, Nurgle, he's an interesting one, given that he really represents a cycle of life in its entirety, and how rotten decay can often lead to birth and renewal. Though to some, he's just simply a god of rotten decay. I guess he does prefer creation and destruction at the same time.
Well, my god mostly just demands culling of the weak to keep the one strong. That's about it.
Huh.
That's kind of the only rule he gave us.
Standard warrior god then. Even
Yeah.
even if you don't claim he's a warrior god, he does sound like a lot like one.
I mean,
But
we mostly did it because of the gifts that kind of killed 9% of us by culling the weak. But hey, that's like a few hundreds back. That's what I learned from the history lessons.
yes, history. Quite an interesting thing, that. Oftentimes it can be wrong, right, or anywhere in between. Just
Mhm.
depends on where you get it.
And exceptions, because I'm a blasphemous one.
You're not strong amongst your kind.
Nope.
Then how come you got remade into a machine?
Died.
She raises her eyebrow, very confused looking.
Look, my mother protected me, kept me hidden. I proved myself, but I'm still not mostly welcomed in my kind. So I joined this, like, I'm not even gonna say ragged, just crazy group.
Oh, that Astartes and that augmented fellow.
Us, Astartes?
She points over to the Exo one.
That's just Lyrel.
No, she's clear. Whoever they are, they're clearly an Astartes. I mean, who would
That's
go around wearing gigantic power armor like that on the daily?
Benny over here at 5'5".
I'll let
Like,
you know, this
standing-
woman is like 6'7".
Yeah. Whatever you're thinking, it's not.
She's
She's from our universe.
huh. I just assumed you basically had your own version of Astartes in your universe.
Okay, if I ask what Astartes are, I feel like I'll be stuck here forever. So
She just points over to the wolf man, the like wolfish man. That's in Astartes.
Ah.
At least one of the many chapters.
Mm-hmm. And what? Just just a random dude piloting a mech?
That's not a mech. That's not. That's not a knight or a titan. That is a suit of power armor.
So like mine.
No, actually, it's specially created for them to use, due to their genetic augmentations and the fact of the matter being that that suit is so big, most mortals would actually have difficulty piloting it without the black carapace.
That's very unhappy.
You okay, Slayer?
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 Yeah, I think she said something, and maybe it's she's in a hurry to do. She has to do something, maybe.
I just heard something about pain.
Stomach pain, maybe.
Maybe.
Um,
In essence, an Astartes is a genetically engineered super soldier.
uh, Benny's usually just Benny's like hard light ears would just floop halfway, just confused. But I'd rather not. I'd rather not turn this into a fucking podcast. What the fuck are these retards? Okay. Hey, PP, is there any runes on my glaive or anything?
uh, yes, there are a few. They're mostly Yavin runes.
I mean, still, she showed me her runes. I show my runes. Can I just show her the glaive runes to see if she knows what it is or anything? Since Benny thinks she might know a bit more than him.
She will look very curious as you show her the glaive, and she looks over it. Hmm, quite interesting rune crafting here.
What does it mean? Do you know?
It's in a language I don't understand, but give me a moment. As you see her eyes, you watch as her eyes, which are normally kind of a mixture of like a, let's see, what, kind of a mixture of uh, kind of greenish tint, suddenly go like a full purple as her as she just looks over the item and will smirk a bit before handing it back. Runes of protection. Quite interesting that. They're a style I don't recognize, but I guess looking into the warp did help a bit. The runes of protection specifically.
Okay.
No, their
Okay.
exact meaning
That makes
escapes me,
sense.
but that is the primary focus of them.
Hmm.
It's quite interesting that you have this weapon, but you do not know what the runes on it mean.
When I got this body, it basically came with the knowledge of reading and writing, so I'm still new to that.
You could not
Yes, I
read
was.
before.
Yeah, no, I couldn't nor write.
Hmm. Well, the gift of basic knowledge is now upon you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You enjoy your thing. I'm gonna go. Unless there's something else you want from me, I'ma just leave.
There's nothing I can think of. It was nice having a conversation with you. She just thinks for a moment. I don't think I got your name.
Benny,
Candy Ironheart.
good to meet you. I'd hopefully meet you again.
Indeed.
All in question marks.
you you just see her just smirk as she will She'll nod as you get up and walk away, I assume.
Part of me wants to accidentally hit whoever is behind him with his ears by accident.
You know what? Hold on. Roll me
Oh no.
another D100.
Here we fucking go again. 28.
You hit the person behind you with your Bunui ears.
Oh, sorry.
You just
Didn't mean that.
They're just like your Banui ears hit something that felt hard, and you look behind you and you see kind of a weird kind of metal crown on top of this weird person's head as they just turn around, just like, it's fine. Trust me, not the hardest I've been hit by something.
Yes, I apologize, Your Majesty.
Majesty, what are
You have
you?
a crown.
This is just my head. This is just my helmet.
Ah,
Oh no, not my helmet. As the other person just leans over, it's your head. How do you keep forgetting that? Look, Candy, I'm sorry. Look, Candy, I sometimes get a little confused about some things. It's not easy being sentient, you know. I know.
Betty's just gonna look there like with a blank face.
The other person will just kind of like look over. Uh, it's fine. You're not from our universe, so you probably don't understand.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not so sorry. Bye bye.
They will nod as you head out as you walk away.
Yeah, that's enough for Benny's fat ass.
So, so you walk away, and as you're walking
No,
away, the
no.
what?
Okay, continue.
Why did he say no?
I don't know. I just said no 'cause I think I can read your mind. Continue.
Okay, so Benny, start. So Benny, you walk away, and you notice that the other person's eyes is following you
Ooh.
as and they eventually stop before they look over at uh and they look over at their eyes look at you, but then they also look at the person next to you, Sheriko. You watch as they kind of narrow their eyes a bit as as their eyes just kind of glow a little bit as well.
Jericho's arm emitting veil energy slightly.
Yeah, they're just going to look at that for a moment. They're kind of just going to look at Jericho for a moment before they'll just whisper something. And you watch as they pick up their a mask that was on the table, and they put it onto their face. And you watch as a kind of cloth extends around their head, locking the mask in place. And oh, hello, Slaya. What
I'm
happened?
alive.
What happened?
That's very unhappy.
Ah,
Oof.
yes, I understand. But so what was I doing? Ah, yes, okay. So you, Jericho. So this person will walk up and will head over and sit next to Jericho. And kind of just you just see this teenager looking person just kind of walk up and sit next to you before looking up and down. And as do you look back at them?
Jericho does look back at them. He's got an entire bratwurst stuffed in his mouth, though.
She just kind of looks at, and as you look at her, you realize Wait a minute, those are augmented eyes. As you see the clear signs of very advanced augmentation. As they look at you, then they look at your veil arm. Why do you have void energy coming out of you?
Void?
Yes.
No, this is Veil.
No, that is clearly void.
Maybe it's the same word. Or a different word, same stuff.
Maybe, but yours is very weird. And she just kind of, as you watch as a gauntlet suddenly appear onto their arm, with your sensors reading a sudden spike in veil energy.
Well, that is a lot more than I have.
You don't have control over your veil, or void, or whatever it is for your world.
Just more like I. You're comparing a shot glass to a gallon tankard.
Quite the weird analogy.
You've got more of the energy than I do.
Well, I guess that's true. But I feel like there's something interesting about yours.
I mean, my arm was made by an archdemon.
Ah,
Not the same world as yours, I imagine.
demons. That's what I. That's what I was called, actually, once upon a time.
Well, whoever called you that is stupid.
Yeah, try my entire fucking species. And she just chuckles. One little accident, and next thing you know, everyone in charge is freaking out. I guess the
Oh
Zarman
no, I've
incident
done
was
that
a.
before.
I guess the Zarman incident was a little thing. There's an entire colony ship being lost in the void. But that's a different story. But do you mind if I see your arm?
Have at it.
As you like extend your hand, she takes it and just kind of looks it over. Before with the arm that has a gauntlet on it, will kind of tap the claws against it a little bit. Ooh, this is interesting. Isolated void rift within the creation of the arm. An isolated void rift that is connecting your arm into the void itself and pulling from it.
That's what they said.
Seems like you have it on a low pressure setting.
I can crank this shit up.
Jericho, crank that shit.
Well, yeah. You have a direct connection to the void right here. It's only a matter of how you manipulate the rift. Me, I'm a conduit of the void. I'm able to. I guess pull isn't exactly the right word. It's more the void is being pushed into your arm by itself. This is some master crafting engineering here. Even the Oracle weren't able to get that far.
I mean, she was exceptionally talented, I would say.
All right. Well, Well, I can tell you this. You can definitely get a lot more output out of this thing.
I am still learning its capabilities. It seems to work on will and instinct rather than, well, he holds up his other arm, what I made this respond off of.
Ah, right. Just like my powers.
No, my regular arm connects to nerve endings. This other thing, I have to think it to do things, and that's quite a
Let me
disconnect.
guess, you're not used to thinking to move your arm at all.
No, I'm used to again responding to my nerves.
Well, well, how to explain this? So your arm is basically a faucet. Currently, you have it on the lowest setting. If the creator of this thing didn't tell you how to do that, then I think they're trying to let you figure it out yourself.
I have the feeling that that was their intention.
Alright, how about this? When you get back to your own realm, think of. How to do this? How to explain it? How to explain it? Sorry, this stuff just comes naturally to me from years of training.
There.
Alright. Since it seems to be responding to emotion rather than thought, how about. No, don't let your emotions run wild. That won't work. How about you think of it like let's say so. Let's go with the faucet analogy. Think of the power your arm is drawing from as a faucet. The more you open it up, the more power you can put out through it.
Hmm.
Similar as you see her lift up the gauntlet, and immediately your sensors light up with massive veil energy suddenly rocking through from her into the gauntlet as as long claws emerge from it.
Cue his arm reacting and going full incarnate mode.
Yeah. See?
Well, shit, the last time it did that was when Valerie appeared.
Valerie?
Roderico just kind of snaps his twisted incarnate fingers to call Valerie into the diner.
Uh, alright then. One moment. Uh, Actually, I need to remember to make Valerie a character sheet so I can quickly throw her down onto the map. I'm sorry, I am a very forgetful slime.
So good.
I'm gonna go find her picture in this endless, fucking abyss of pictures. Where did she go? Hold on. Oh, sorry, I thought I organized everything. It looks like I didn't.
I
What did you find?
found the game on Steam.
Huh.
I'm just like, yes.
Pardon?
What game did you find? Oh, Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
didn't it get a remake recently?
Yes, this is the remake. It's on Steam. I'm like, yes! Finally, I've wanted to play this
Okay.
for so
It is not
long!
actually a remake. The directors made it very clear. They have not changed or censored or modified anything. They called it a remake purely because they could not get the rights to use 16 of the original tracks, so had to make new tracks. But in all forms, it is just a remaster to upgrade the quality of graphics and things.
Yes. No, this is legit, just true to the original. Just licensing issues. But yeah, so I'm like, yes, finally I can play it.
Keep
Hold.
I have to wait
Sorry. Hold
until I can
on.
afford it. But
Jesus.
Yeah, sorry, I had to re-upload the image, and it's fucking huge.
huge.
I need to remember to give her a proper token and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so. Oh yeah. So, Jericho, as you snap your fingers and summon Valerie into the ether, from the ether, you just see this girl just suddenly just panic and just suddenly panic as she tries to scramble away.
I guess you've encountered these kinds of beings before, and they weren't friendly to you.
She's like already in a combat stance. The owner just like taps the fucking laminated paper, and she just relaxes a bit, and she just looks at Valerie. Yes, they're not. Yeah, Void Angels aren't exactly friendly.
Oh, this one is.
Yeah, most of them are void-starved beasts. As Valerie just looks really confused. Void-starved? I live in the Vale. Then, wait, you live within it? Yes. Void Angels were created from Holdfast members being too starved to the void, so drinking directly from it. Holdfast? Oh god, how would I even explain that? Original crews of a lost spaceship suddenly resurrected by the power of the void? You just see Valerie just Jericho. You can just tell that Valerie is very confused and very worried.
Okay, from what I can gather, these people had a spaceship that was made to enter the void, and something went wrong, and they got, for lack of a better word, drunk off of that power and mutated.
Uh, Correction. We got stuck in the void due to an accident or sabotage. And I was never really specific on that.
Wait, okay, question. I'm actually curious. How does Jericho know that?
Yeah, he's
I'm
grabbing
just
context
he's
clues from what
guessing
she
it,
said so far.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
which you'll know is why he is not entirely accurate, even though I know exactly what happened.
How now was there any specific if it was sabotage or not? I know that giant ass sentient had something to do with it.
Sentient?
Uh, oh god, biomechanical machines that were created to colonize the system and kind of went rogue.
Ah,
They're designed to evolve and adapt, and well, their one weakness was the void, and they built the solar rails, which were basically kind of rail system in the void that would connect into the void to allow us to easier navigate, and well, they couldn't exactly travel back, so yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what happened in your universe, but it sounds wild.
Oh no, everything got fucked up really bad. My people, we're called Tenno. Uh, we were the survivors of the ship that got lost in the void, and well, we gained powers due to a deal with the devil. And trust me, that deal is not a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you one thing, we do our best to help people. We were created as weapons to fight the sentients. Well, more used, not created. And she just like points back to the person sitting at the table back there. That's Valk, my warframe.
Hmm.
That's what
Hmm.
we are pilots of, basically.
Sentient. Okay, so you use some manner of thought transference?
Essentially? Well, she's sentient, like actual person. Due to, well, me. It's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also Umbra's sentient, but he was made of Warframe while he was still alive, and yeah,
Is
still don't like
creep.
those memories. Fucking Ballas.
Uh, Seems like you've definitely had a time of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely been interesting. I just came here just to relax before we try to figure out how to time travel again. That probably doesn't make sense, does it?
Uh, Not without some context. But
Basically, super smart guy went back in time due to the devil that my group made a deal with, chasing him,
uh,
and well, he's in trouble in the past, and we're trying to get back to 1999.
I see.
Whatever the fuck that is, apparently. Gotta use some weird ass old technology as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a
Let's.
it's a computer that's a box. How does that make any sense? How is a computer that ancient going to help us time travel?
I definitely don't have the answer to those questions. Let's get back on track.
Right, sorry. But yeah, Void Angels aren't exactly friendly due to them basically being feral. But she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't seem feral.
Different universes, I would say.
Perhaps I've simply been around longer than these Veil Angels from this ship of yours?
Maybe.
Time to stabilize? Maybe. Anyways. Uh, yeah,
I mean, the
no.
year you're in could be very different than the year we're in.
Yeah, that might be it. Hmm. Right, okay. Right. Back to helping you figure out how to use your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, imagine an ocean. A vast, endless space of energy. Incomprehensibly large.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom of that ocean, there is a funnel, a pipe, a funnel. This stone is the pipe, as she just points at the stone on your arm. The
Mm-hmm.
arm is a valve set over the volume, over the valve. All
Mm-hmm.
the power and more than you can ever use is right there. The more you open the valve, the more the power flows in, basically forming a concentrated whirlpool that flows like raging rapids into this realm.
Mhm.
It is adherent to your will. Right now, though, that valve is but closed. The smallest trickle is slowing down. You need to open the valve for it to work.
Hmm.
So in essence, the more you can will that valve to open, or at least just purposely open it, the more power flows through, the stronger it gets exponentially in a way.
Mhm.
I don't know how to figure that out for you, but that's the best explanation I can give based off what I can ascertain.
Mhm.
So whatever you make with that, whatever you do with that arm, it's essentially just the focusing. It's the pipe. It's the pipe and valve. You just need to figure out how to open it and direct the current.
So you're saying that I could definitely weaponize this shit?
If it isn't weaponized already.
I mean, I can kind of shoot a laser with it, but it doesn't do that much.
Well, that's because it's at low power. You essentially have a gun. You essentially have an assault rifle with the safety on.
Hmm. No, this. You have been very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Uh, what's your name, by the way?
Jericho.
You just see her blink, confused for a moment. Jericho?
Alright.
But right, different universes. Sorry, I actually
You guys, you know someone with the same name.
yes, he's actually my boyfriend.
That is a hilarious galactic coincidence, I think.
Yeah, no,
How
it's
short is Candy?
Candy's like honestly, she's a bitch. She's like what did I oh god, how tall is Candy? Because this is Tenno Candy and she's like a teenager basically.
Did you make her something like 5'6", 5'8", or 5'9"?
I think I had her about like 5'4" actually.
Um,
Yeah, no, she's 5'4".
5'4", and she is an A cup. Yep. I'm sorry, Jericho. It doesn't matter what galaxy you're in. It's not happening.
Hey, at least in Warframe, they're both the same age. uh, at least Drifter Candy grew up and has developed.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
I hope that helped a bit. And
I did.
nice meeting your friend. As
He
she
is a
just
coworker.
as she just looks over at Valerie. Oh, also, that thing is definitely leaking some other energy. Just so you know, as the girl will eventually walk away and sit back down with the other woman.
Wait, sorry, what did she just say?
That arm is definitely having some other energy leaking from it.
Mm-hmm. Other energy. Other than Vale?
She just nods a bit. She just walks away.
Probably magic.
All right, so that finishes up. Lyrel,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes, actually, there is something I would like to do.
Alright, what would you like to do?
Let's see. That is a 30 to try and stop whatever this liquid is from leaking out of the tank it's slowly melting through.
Oh, dear God. Alright, yeah, you're able to get this. You're able to jury rig something quickly while you're panicking inside this Exo 1 frame. And actually as you're kind of panicking and just trying your best to not have this stuff leak through, and Orby is having like a bro moment with the space marine. Like they're having a like they're basically just having like a fucking dude bro moment basically. uh
I was very happy Orby's making friends. However,
However, so hold on, let me just organize all this. And Salary's just gonna find like a seat next to Jericho, basically.
Hmm.
So as you're just like panicking, getting everything fixed up internally, dear God, this
Jericho
thing
just looking up.
stuff is like
Jericho just
incredibly
looking.
corrosive. What the fuck?
Jericho just looking up at Riley like, "You want anything to eat?" And he goes back to enjoying his Oktoberfest meal.
She just shakes her head. I don't really eat, but thank you for being considerate.
Hmm. PB
What?
is. Can I look around this place? Like, see if there's anything else other than this tavern? Or, well, this place.
Can you roll me a investigate?
Can I get a accuracy, reason, a Benui ears?
Panui radar, sure.
Investigate. Let me just make sure. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, one moment. Investigate. Womp. 19.
All right. Uh, as you're just kind of looking around, you actually notice that there is actually a back door next to the jukebox right here. It's kind of covered up by the jukebox itself, but there is like a back door
Benui shall go and investigate.
there. All right. So the Benoy begins his investigations.
Can I get in my atlas beforehand?
Sure.
Let me just
Let me
into the
just.
void with you.
Yeah, let me just. Boop.
Okay.
So you walk up to the. So you're gonna walk up to the door and just open it.
Yep, I want to see.
Okay, so you open up the door, and as you do, and you look out, there is just nothing. There's just an empty void behind the door.
Can I peek inside?
Yes.
Well, I shall peek inside. Is there anything solid to stand on?
When you actually try to step out, yes, there is. It actually looks like like a weird black path.
Okay.
Like it's not stone, it's not metal. You don't
It's
know
just.
what it is. It's just black
Yeah. Well,
darkness.
I wish to continue through this black path then.
All right. As you walk along this void trail, you walk along it, and eventually you find a very interesting sight.
Ooh.
You find
What-
what looks to be some place made out of stone and metal. Energy arcing across it as if something is fighting back against it.
Hmm.
It's far off in the distance, but you can clearly make out that it is a building constructed by people.
Well, the Benui shall hop faster towards that.
Alright, so you head off towards that. And as you're getting closer and closer, you start to see signs of gold, blackstone, stuff that you would see as kind of more fancy buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But before you can reach it, there is suddenly, before you can reach it, you are stopped in the path by something ginormous. One moment. Out of the void coming a massive, massive, almost silver-like creature.
Hmm.
One moment. I need to find the exact art piece.
What kind of shit did I get myself into?
As you will see what looks to be a winged creature, silver shining scales, as they land in front of you and stare down.
Benny would just look up and just hail at it, like questioning who or what it is. What
It,
is this place?
it does not speak, and it does not respond in any way you can, not in any way you understand at first.
Wait, what's Benny getting into now?
If you look in general, you'll see an image.
Some sort of megafauna, I'm guessing.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no?
This is not what you
Benny, I'm
guys are
sorry to say
thinking.
it, but
I will say this right now for both of you. This is not what you're thinking.
Benny, I'm sorry to say, but you're fucked.
Again, I will say this. This is a callback to something I have had planned for a while now. This is the one chance I get to tease it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay then.
Benny, you're still fucked.
In what way?
Before,
I am not elaborating.
before there is a moment as they then will seem to click something on their chest and will look down to you and in a deep, mighty sounding voice ask, "Are you the friend of Lyrell?"
Yes?
My writer has a
Who?
message for her. I was not expecting to meet someone like this here. But there's not much time before the next attack.
Uh, alright.
Tell her that Vecno hopes that she is doing well, and that they will meet again soon.
And who are you?
I am Yggdrasil.
Hmm. All right.
Jericho picks up. Wait, Iggy?
You're not here. You're not here right now. Benny's like went
Damn it.
away somewhere.
I'm in a fucking
Oh,
void.
Benny is not in the building. God damn it!
No, he walked out like a back door that was half covered by the jukebox. He's been
Fuck.
gone for like a few hours now.
Mm. Damn it! I had the whole thing planned. I even had this fucking ready. Whatever it was gonna be. Uh,
But you need to leave now before he finds you.
who?
Raw.
Oh.
And as he says that, you suddenly feel a force drag you away back into the door, and the door slams shut before disappearing.
Hmm. Okay. Benny's just gonna quickly just not run, just fast walk towards Lyrel and just tap her on their shoulder, like nervously.
You
Lyrel?
see the XO1 like having a jolly conversation with the Space Wolf, like they're sharing battle stories. They're reminiscing about past times of fighting and shit.
Lyrel,
Yeah.
I need you to. We need to go somewhere private, real quick.
Lywell just opens a private comm.
Don't I don't know how. Don't question my curiosity. Led me to someplace. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know. Do you know what was the dragon's name? Yggdrasil
Yggdrasil,
or something?
like the World
Yggdrasil.
Tree.
Yeah. Well, there. Do you know someone named Yggdrasil?
Um, the old tree of Norse mythology?
It's a dragon or some sort. It was a creature.
I don't think I know any dragons named Yggdrasil.
Lyrel, roll me a remembrance check.
No, because remember, it was only referred to as Iggy.
Ah, damn it! The dragon didn't even say his nickname.
We'll get Jericho in on this.
This is a private comm.
I know.
Get Jericho in on the comm then.
Okay. Can we get Lyrel? Can we get Jericho on the comms?
Okay, Lywell would send an invite. This is a Jericho can tell this is a super secret comm because the icon next to it is a Rem peeking out from under a box.
Is it a specific type of box only seen in a certain video game franchise?
It is an orange box, yes.
Jericho joins in. It's like, okay, so what's going on?
Okay, I might sound crazy. Jericho, do you know someone with the name of Yggdrasil?
Is
I
it a
met-
dragon?
It is a dragon.
So you've met Iggy then? Wait, Iggy's. How did Iggy get out here?
Don't.
Where did you see
look,
them? Where?
Let me explain. I might sound fucking crazy. I was about to fight it, but I couldn't. So first of all, somehow he told us Ra is hunting us. Then some person, I think I remember his name, Vecna, is gonna come back or something. You're gonna meet him.
Yes.
The Exo One suit immediately stands up as Orby blows. Father has been found.
Vulcan lives!
Vulcan
Vulcan
lives!
lives!
The Space
Yeah.
Wolf just immediately like stands up. What?
The Exo One just immediately power walks to Benny, grabs him by the shoulder, picks him up, and just stares at him intensely. What do you mean by this communication?
Orby, I'm talking to Lyrel. Let me finish, Lyrel. Just keep your enthusiasm, whatever it is, inside for now. He also said there's some sort of attack soon. So we better get ready. I don't want to stay
The
here
arch
anymore.
enemy is coming to steal him away again.
That's all I know.
The arch enemy is going to take your father, brother.
He was in front of some sort of stone metal structure.
Necrons! The Necrons have stolen your father, brother? And Space Wolf just grabs Betty's other shoulder.
Wait. How the fuck
The grab cannon mounted on the other side begins to rev up as Obi takes out the Nexus, the heavy Nexus swarm gun, which does, I imagine, look similar enough to a modified heavy bolter.
Yeah.
Okay. How the fuck? How the hell is the Space Marine this comms right now?
Because Obi's talking out loud.
Fuck's sake.
Orbeez more in control of the armor right now.
Okay, Lyra, let's go quickly,
Like,
please.
Lyra's talking into her earcom as she's walking to try and keep the container of liquid patched, so Orby has full control.
Is there anything else that weird ass looking lizard told me?
Let's
That
see here.
iguana.
Uh,
I explained Vecna attack Ra being pissed at us.
no. He was okay. Specifically, Yggdrasil was referencing an attack on the monolith that you saw.
Where?
Well, you were walking through the void. There was a building you saw, and Iggy stopped you while you were approaching it.
Ra's attacking that.
From what you can gather from Iggy said, yes.
Ah. Just Benny would just rephrase that Ra is attacking something there.
That Vecna is looking forward to seeing her again when they find the rift. But that time is short, and something is happening.
Father is defending this from the arch enemy, but soon they will come for him. Where was this door?
The Space Wolf just like grabs his bolter, grabs his helmet, like throws some like gold bars onto the counter. They're actually just like pure gold bars, just throws them onto the counter as he puts on his helmet.
Benny's just gonna point to this door over here, right over there, boy, right over there, you big ass thing. Just go through that door and you'll go defend from the arch enemy. Just
No, I wish to fight by my brother's side so he can be able to claim his revenge.
PB, my XO1 token has disappeared from my images for the Lancer campaign.
Oh, that's weird. I just threw down a random XO1 image I had one moment. Yeah, for some reason it's the blue honey. Why the fuck is your XO1 being the blue honey?
No. Ra has infected this part as well.
I can't even see that.
Hold on. I am fixing that right now.
what's Jericho's reaction to hearing that Vecna's coming back or something?
So I imagine the XO1 immediately just stomps wide over to the store with the Space Wolf.
Hold on, Slay. I think I fixed the token. Can you throw down a new one?
Nope.
No, hold on. I'm. God damn it! I hate this. Okay. Roll20 keeps making some decent things, but it keeps But it decided to change how the default fucking token works. It's no longer your avatar, and that's so annoying.
God,
Yeah.
the urge to just drag in 2 more Bennies into this because there's a possibility.
Not right now. I'm not doing the multiverse bullshit right now. Okay, try again, Slaya. There you go. And so, um, so you, the Space Wolf, just go to the jukebox, tear it away from the wall,
No damage property.
and there's no door.
It was right there.
The arch enemy is known for this.
The enemy is quite powerful, brother. They are able to steal things from places of this power. I fear.
Indeed.
I
We
fear
were
for-
in mid-warp transit when the arch enemy consumed not only my entire fleet, my father, but even my dragon.
The space wolf just like slaps your shoulder. I see. The arch enemy shall pay dearly for this.
God, what is this brotherhood between that Space Marine and Orby? I love it.
The best.
Can we keep him?
You want to keep the space wolf?
Can we keep the Space Marine?
Oh god, part of me wants to say yes. Because I don't want to deny Orby his brotherhood. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like it'll end in such a betrayal when the Space Wolf figures out it's an AI. I saw you as my brother.
To you who I once called brother. So as the Space Wolf is just like he just has his face like pressed up against the wall, sniffing it, for he just like, I think I found something. As he punches his fist into the wall and tears it away. Takes like a
Stand
gigantic.
aside. I shall forge the opening.
Do not worry, brother. For I shall use this weapon you gave me. As he ignites the plasma saber.
Orby steps back as the Grav Cannon charges up to overcharge caliber 3.
As he
Benny's just gonna go look at the tavern rules again. Real quick.
Imagine Candy's holding her flame because this is kind of scary.
Yeah, no, Candy is holding, like, Valken's is like holding Candy as they're just like, what the fuck? And this Candy over here is just like, oh, what are these two Stardies doing this time? And she's like sitting over the edge just watching this. As the two of them, as Orby the Space Wolf tear a hole into the wall. The owner of the diner is just like, hey, what are you trying to break into the void?
I was already in the void. It was really nice.
As the Space Marine just runs out, I shall assist you, brother.
Orby definitely moves to follow immediately.
Immediately, the bartender tries to reach out for the both of you, and he is just able to grab. He's just able to grab the XO1, but the Space Wolf is too far away before the wall suddenly heals itself.
Wait, as the wall's healing itself, there's one thing I want to do.
What?
I want to yeet the 1 second, let me look up what it's actually called.
I just imagine Jericho continuing to eat his Oktoberfest dinner, just like, oh god, what did the cat get us to this time?
Jericho's just sitting there like, oh boy, so Iggy is out there.
What's
Vector
Mink
is
doing?
working-
Like,
Mink is just vibing, like drinking a smoothie, and just wiggling back and forth, all happy.
casual slime things.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
she's just vibing.
Head empty, full of happy.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see.
What do you eat out, Slaya?
I'm trying to find it.
A weapon for the Space Marine.
Yes, it is indeed a weapon for the Space Marine. I'm just trying to find the specific one.
Ooh, silver Volstrax armor.
Damn.
What is this? Or actually, this is gonna be from?
That is a silver Volstrax armor, and it looks like it's from Generation Ultimate.
Ah, it's an older one.
Yeah, it's from Ultimate Generations, which is sad because this looks so cool.
It does.
Yes. Orby immediately grabs at the hip. There's a tearing sound as he rips something off because the detached fasteners aren't quick enough, and yeets the
The
The thingamajig.
the paracausality dimensional relatively anchoring tether.
the Space Wolf will just grab it as he looks back. We shall meet again, brother! As he raises up his bolter as the hole finally closes.
Orby just slams against the wall.
Oh, it's this gift. It's just
Yeah, basically.
The Space Wolf entering the void.
Yeah, no, that seems like a space wolf.
That's an average.
again, brother.
We shall meet again, brother. Just average Space Wolf thing.
And then a moment later, Lywell sticks her head out of the hole in the Exa-1 suit and is like, Orby, where's our tethering anchor and locator away?
I give it to my brother.
I feel like Orby's permanently
Oh,
stuck at
okay.
that voice.
Yes, he's not stuck to being Space Marine voice.
It has finally felt brotherhood and doesn't want to leave it.
Let me tell you, Orby would make a great Space Marine, all things considered.
Mhm.
Slaya, can you send me the full name of that thing because that has a lot to write down.
Yes, it is. That's why I had to find the thing. It was too much to remember.
And keep in mind, the PP is already bad enough at typing.
There you go.
Thank you. As the Space Wolf just charges in and disappears, and Orby is pounding at the wall, where he has experienced brotherhood and has at the same time lost it.
Lywell just slides out the hole in the side of the armor as she's trying to replace damage from the outside. I imagine Tech Candy nearly falls out of her seat.
Yeah, just like what the.
Told ya. Buying a Space Marine, what you were talking about.
But that is. And she just gets up and just walks over. Scandy is just like looking all over this thing, just like, what in the world?
It's a modified Exo-1.
Exo 1? You talking about that from that ancient game?
One more person tries to deny history like this, I'm gonna do something.
Well, remember that we're in an interdimensional nexus here. Your reality might be someone else's video game here.
We can debate philosophical thesis later, okay?
Okay, can someone get the like a reality check that this is all a tabletop game controlled by gods?
Oh,
You know what? Everyone roll me a D100.
No.
fuck.
I choose to fail.
Alright.
29.
Oh!
I'm screaming. Ah, shit! Everyone looks at Benny like he's
Okay,
crazy.
everyone calm down, everyone calm
Everyone looks
down.
at Benny like he's crazy.
Alright, so Benny, as Jericho is saying this, as Candy and Lyrel are having a conversation, you just suddenly become fully aware of the fact that you are a character within a tabletop video game about that has gone way too far in terms of its story.
Deadpool also pops out of thin air, slaps him across the face, and is like, "Hey, no stealing my thing, buddy."
Benny's just gonna go over here and just sit down in this corner.
Okay, so I actually, you actually rolled a 100.
That's not 1D. Roll 1D100. They just rolled 100.
Yes, I did that on purpose. I'm choosing to fail.
How the fuck did I roll a 1 on the thing I was joking about? I fucked around. I find out.
Because
PB.
Aaron Jesus has a sense of humor.
Jesus is evil. PB, may I delete this knowledge from my brain?
No, hold on. Heads or tails?
Heads, please.
This is whether or not your head explodes.
Okay, you can delete this forbidden knowledge from your head.
Yes, please. Benny would like to think that this is real life and that his marriage isn't something pre-planned by some deities.
By some deities playing a game on a computer. Okay. So,
It was just the knowledge of the universe entering and exiting. God, never again. I will never joke about that ever again.
okay. So, okay. Okay, give me a moment. I'm being
Okay, how about we
swamped
all
with
take a
messages.
5-minute break, go to the bathroom, get some water, calm down.
Yeah. Sorry. I was not expecting
So-
this. to all
So
happen.
much has happened.
I
We have
need-
lost a brother.
I need to write down a lot. Give me a moment. Okay. Also, Jericho. I will be. Also, Jericho. Later, I will be having you make a roll to see if you can be able to finally unlock the ability to control the flow of power of your arm.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be for later, not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure that's out there so I can remember. I need to say it first.
Mm-hmm.
Hamburger. Is everybody alive?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just
Mhm.
quiet because I'm focusing on typing.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh boy. I never thought I'd roll a 1 on a D100.
Congratulations. You saw
That's-
reality for what it truly is.
Oh god. Oh, never again. I thought it would be funny, then I thought about it a bit more. No, it'll just make my character be crazy again.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I'm back.
Hey.
You okay?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just finished typing up all the stuff that happened.
Okay. How? Okay, give me a percentage on how much of this stuff wasn't planned and just
a,
happened.
a good 70%.
Was one of them me going into the void?
Yes.
That's a good thing. I mean, it was planned since you did have everything planned. Or maybe it wasn't me who was supposed to go in there. We never even got to learn the name of that brother.
Don't worry, you will eventually.
Okay, everybody feeling better?
Mhm.
Why do I have the urge to? Oh god, I want to. I want to drink.
There's still the sign of Space Wolf alcohol over here.
No, in real life. I know. I just got the urge to. Ever had vodka with bitter lemon?
I don't drink.
Jericho?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Fuck, dude, it's disgusting.
I imagine.
Okay. So, Dio has had time to think, and dear Lord, there's just a lot happened. Just to be clear, most of this was not planned to begin with.
But it went so well. To some extent.
This is great. This is a great palate cleanser for everyone.
But he thought he'd still get flashed by whoever that was his titties, but hey.
Candy.
Yeah.
Orby made and lost a brother.
And shall be found again.
Don't worry, Space Wolf always keeps his promise.
I'd actually love to know the backstory of how the fuck this Space Wolf got here.
It's the warp. He probably just opened the Gellerfield fell. He opened a door and he's here.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
He just decided to make the most of it because the place has a good vibe and there's unlimited food from his home world.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He feels like he's back at the feast halls on Fenris.
Oh boy, yeah, no, I don't have the energy to do anything else. This was way too much. Oh, so you finally accepted the friend request.
Yeah, I did like last week.
What? I only saw. Okay.
Steam can sometimes be delayed on that stuff. So,
Don't question the hours on most of my games.
alright, so. Jericho, is there anything you would like to do as Lyrel is getting her XO1 fixed up and is talking to this tech priestess woman, and you're about done with your food by this point?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
So have we wound up on? Have we finished up on all the crazy stuff?
I hope so.
Yeah, Benny's not gonna do anything else.
Well, actually, one last thing.
Another crazy.
Not exactly. Hold on. As the door will open again, as someone comes through. One moment.
Is it a happy little Krieger in his gas mask?
No. It's a robotic woman.
Oh.
Spin.
And you see that this robotic woman who has energy wings and is floating and is holding a plate of cookies that the barkeep just like, I told you for the last time, I don't want your cookies.
Mm,
Can we have some?
Slaya, do you mind doing this? Oh,
Oh,
so I
okay, if you
cannot
would-
do this character any justice. I do
Okay.
apologize.
rebuttal. Acceptance is the only permissible response.
I like your cookies, but you bring nothing but them.
Indeed. Please, have a cookie.
Oh no, I just clicked who this is.
This is more exciting because I don't.
Space-time anomaly. He detected. Ship integrity. Risk. Analyzed. Investigating. Determinate outcome. Cookies.
For a a hyper intelligent machine, for a hyper intelligent machine, you strangely like to make cookies a lot.
Maybe it's
Cookies increase performable outcomes by 72.693872916.3%.
Look, Yavin, I understand, but you like, please stop just bringing cookies. It's not like you really order anything.
Negative. This unit does not require sustenance.
Yet you seem to be liking to make cookies. You can,
Indeed.
you can understand the whole logic of the fallacy there, right?
Negative. This unit's actions are completely logical. This unit does not provide sustenance, thus gives away the cookies produced. You provide sustenance to organics in exchange for your own. Thus, you will accept Yavin's cookies. This outcome has already been determined. Resistance is futile.
Okay, look. I don't need to eat anything. I'm not exactly a normal being, you know.
Counter. Sustenance still required. Obtained from patrons consumption of nourishment in matter form.
Okay. The energy that is produced when you enjoy something is something that keeps this place open. I don't need to eat anything. I'm not. This is just a form I like to take.
Acknowledged. This form is also preferred by this unit.
So you can understand the whole thing of I don't need sustenance. You don't need sustenance. I'll take the cookies and like leave them out for people to take.
Gavin, the figure just floats over, sets the plate of cookies down, and looks incredibly smug. Objective obtained. Outcome actualized. Victory.
I really need a close location on your ship.
Your past 7,286 attempts have all proved futile.
I
You
will figure
will
this out eventually.
the cookies.
I will figure out a way to cut the connection off from your ship.
Analysis. Exercise in futility. Common organic and pastime.
Yeah, I know. I swear, you do nothing but just constantly list off stuff like that.
Informed.
Whatever. Alright. Is that all you're here to do, or do you want to do something else? Jericho, you just see this figure just kind of hum like a microwave as they're looking around.
He looks at each individual person, gives a breakdown of who they are, what faction they belong to, and their scientific species name. Then he looks over at you, Jericho. She blinks. She would float over looking you up and down. Interesting. Homo sapien, but other. Unknown variable. Now analyzing. You feel slight tingly as she looks you up and down.
Do you mind, ma'am?
Negative. This unit does not mind. Continuing analysis. You are interesting. Homo sapien. Mecha sapien. Monosapien. Veil corruption levels. Exceeding normal parameters. Alcohol content. 6.2% of biomass.
Damn it, I digested too quickly. That should be at least 7%.
Internal fission processes detected. Thaumaturgic principles detected. External entity possessions detected.
Valerie just gives a wave.
Estimated 2.5 levels detected. Technological level. Moderately above primitive. Then she gets closer. I like you. Have a cookie. She pulls out
Oh.
another fresh plate of steaming cookies.
Well, thank you.
Hmm. 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 Inquiry.
Hmm?
Explanation. Views. Bureaucracy. Explanation. Views. Military oversight and procedural accordance. Explanation. Views. Planetary and intergalactic governance policies. Elaborations. Execute.
Say what?
I think she wants to know what your opinions on are a few things. She does this every time someone piques her interest.
I'm just gonna post this here.
So what you're saying is she wants to pick my brain about geography, politics, and technology.
I don't think
No,
so.
bureaucracy overhead, planetary and galactic governance, and military structure and command policy.
As in how I'd personally do things, or how I think they should be done?
She said explanation views. Whatever that means is up to your interpretation.
Dude, yeah, I could just standing there thinking for a minute before just popping a USB drive at her. There, plug that in. You can read that at your leisure.
She holds it up as it just kind of rotates twice around her fingers before it before handing it back over. Indeed. Paradoxically, analysis confirmed. Similarity, and yet anathema to Admiral Kami Saw is exceedingly interesting. Conclusion. We are friends now.
All right. See you around.
Protocol initiated. She just reaches under her skirting, which you can see is like a mesh weave armor overlapped plating over like multiple jet engines. As she pulls out somewhere from the depths of cabling and pulsing blue lights a plate of fresh steaming soft tacos and offers it out.
Hmm.
Tacos.
Well, at least I'm well fed today.
Grave, what parts of Jericho are still organic?
Uh,
I believe the DM said you were still 55% organic.
Give or take.
40%.
Oh,
40
it was
40%.
35.
He's about 40% at this point.
I mean, generic muscle mass mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. She just stares at you, stares at the tacos, stares at you.
The bartender just kind of lean in. That's just taking the tacos.
I've got 2 plates in my hand. What, does she expect me to eat them now in front of her, or what?
I guess. Look,
Alright.
Benny's over there looking.
she's under control of the
intensely.
rules as much as everyone else, but still, she's really persistent.
Yes, she is. I get the distinct impression.
And before you say it, yes, you are still under the rules.
Your continued assistance of this negative variable amuses this unit. It shall humor your misconceptions.
Everyone who walks in here is under the protection of the rules.
Counter, this unit does not walk. Invalidating premise. Get owned.
Sassy as ever, Yavin.
Anyway, Penny, well, come on, we should be going.
As you go to step to the side, Yavin just floats back in front of you again.
Jared's just saying that as he noms a taco.
Can I have one?
Offering accepted. Unprecedented occurrence.
Why,
Formulating
did you put something
response.
weird in the tacos?
Formulating response. Confirmed. Weakness detected. Valuable components. Amending. You watch as Yavin just holds out her fingers and begins to crack to Cat's cradle with light and energy. She starts humming softly. That sounds more like the in rhythm pulsing of multiple jets revving up.
Hmm.
Analysis. Friends aid friends. Friends stop friends from making mistakes. Friends enhance structural integrity of friends to ensure longer survival.
Your point?
At that moment, multiple braided cablings of light will suddenly snake out from her fingers, jabbing into your body, Jericho.
And what are you doing now?
Common colloquial term. Helping.
Salt.
Yes, but specifically doing what?
Worlds will change.
Oh, sorry, what's happening at the moment? I spaced out for a moment.
Uh, Energy cable snaking out from Yava's fingers, plunging into Jericho's body. Grave, if you
Okay.
check DMs.
There's dinosaurs on a spaceship!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, you laughed at what Slaya sent you, Jericho.
Mhm.
Yavin hums softly as you just see like Jericho's skin and muscling bulging as these cables are threading their way into him.
Yeah. Is she hurt any, kid?
Negative. This unit has suppressed Friend's ability to receive pain signal receptors.
Hmm.
There will be no hoarding felt.
Hmm. He just narrows his eyes. It's like, as long as you agree to this one, kid.
Then Yevon slowly leans down, offering the lightest peck on Jericho's forehead, leaving a light blue
Kamakori!
lipstick in its place that then shimmers, glows, blazes brightly, sears its way through his skin before new skin seems to immediately grow over the marking as the lipstick embeds itself into his cranial plating.
Mhm.
There. Neural implant established. Within approximately 15.2 seconds, full system integrity will be restored. Interlay should pick up where previous structural system ceased, leaving no gap or loss of motor skills or memories. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Hmm. Oh,
A hollow display appears over Jericho's shoulder. 90% biomass converted.
oh. This unit needs to depart now. An annoyance is assaulting our northern border again. They decided to deny designation friend offering of peace, thus automatically reclassified as enemy, now purging with extreme prejudice. Have a nice
Etc.
day.
Indeed, kick their ass.
She just
Goddamn mechanic intro.
She just lifts up and exits the door, and as the door opens, you see behind her just a massive array of server banks and huge reactors in a room where there's just a man who's like 14 foot tall, covered in solid gold armor, glowing radiated light as he's just sitting there on a bench tapping his foot, and next to him is some guy in a commissar hat. The door then shuts. And Lywell just then tugs on Jericho's sleeve.
Mm?
She's eating a plate of sushi as she's just like, why do you attract all the crazy ones?
Jericho shrugs.
Hmm.
Anyway, we should get to work. Make sure that we can assail the forge in time.
Oh yes, that's
Ra
right.
has
Errol steps up,
If Ra's
stretches,
attention is starting to get on us,
does a
we
quick
need to move
cat,
quickly.
does some quick yoga positions as she stretches out all her various muscles.
Well, it's nice seeing you guys.
Mhm.
Good luck
I
on
will.
whatever you're doing.
Lywell smiles. Thank you
well-
for the meal. I feel a lot better. She then reaches into her pouch and hands over a pink letter.
He will kind of look at it.
It's a official eviction notice.
Oh yeah, I figured as much.
Jericho stops his foot in the door. It's like, you're all welcome to set up shop on Tyrannosaur, though.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure to be able to do that. Again, I do apologize, Miss Lyrell.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as everyone leaves, the door closes and then opens again to show just a normal door, just a normal storage room.
Lywell like closes and opens it like a dozen times.
Yeah, it's just a normal storage room now.
Yeah, no, I'm not detecting any more of the dimensional interference.
Lywell just sighs. I feel
realize,
kind of
though-
bad because he was a nice person, but I just need my ship to not have random portals to other dimensions on it.
Fair. Would help your, ration situation.
Mm-hmm. The stores are still full. I just
Mhm.
not now.
Well, if he sets up shop on the Tyrannosaur, you can come over and tell him when you're ready for him to be on the Velociraptor.
Mm-hmm. Now then, Jadul,
Yes, Miss Lyrell.
we have a siege to plan.
Indeed. And so the rest of the trip goes on fairly normally, as the party is heading towards the forge. And at the edge of the area known as the fort, basically the area full of black holes, Lyrell, Jericho, and Benny, you all will be called to the bridge, as Shadul will be standing at the front of the bridge, and have a hologram in front of her of the massive